and I'm ready to go to work to do it. I'll need your help. I'll need your support, not just now, but also when I'm on the board. I need the community to be involved, because this is your home. This is our home. So when we invest in Fresno Unified, we invest in our home and our children. And thank you so much. I also now want to introduce a very special guest, Jim Patterson, our Assemblyman. And Jim and I have spent some time talking, and he endorsed me at his event a few weeks ago, about a month ago or so. And that has meant so much to me, as has Mike, your early endorsement, and Sheriff Mims as well. And Jim,
Sure.
come on.
Well, first of all, I don't do a lot of this kind of endorsing. My hands are full up in Sacramento. I just don't. But Susan said we spent some time together. We did, at dinner. And we hit it off immediately. Because what I heard from Susan was what Sharon and I talked about at our table, about what Fresno Unified needs to do. Because our middle son, Jason, teaches at Fresno Unified, and he's over at Duncan Polytechnic. And we've had great conversations, he and I, over what he does as a teacher. And he talks about when students find that aha moment, and when the teacher leads them to the moment that says, I can do this, I'm good at this, and they match up the education with the natural gifts, talents, and the bents of these kids. And she sees this, she understands it. Jason is on the front line with me. And we've had these conversations about kids that have the aha moment. And they go on to wonderful things. But there are also kids that never get to the aha moment. Part of it is they don't have the family support. But part of it is the schools are too busy doing a lot of things that really don't matter, and leaving behind some of those fundamental things. So when I hear that it's important that the parents are engaged, when I hear that teachers really matter, and when I hear they ought to be paid, I guess I have a disclaimer here. I have a conflict of interest with them. I'm going to tell you just a story, because I think Susan is going to present the opportunity. She's passionate. She's persuasive. You know, she takes she has a powerful, although this is a demure and elegant woman, she's a toughie. Yeah. And yet, she's going to be able to take the message of reform and change and back to her parents, back to her students, in a way that the current incumbent can't. Let's just face it. And I think that's going to be so important for the students in the district. But Jason taught in a last chance charter school, his first teaching. Then he went to Fort Miller. Tough school. Mm-hmm. Then he went to Duncan Polytechnic. And I was up in Sacramento and had a bunch of kids come up. They were from Street Saints and from other locally here. And these were kids with tough stories. And yet they were there to talk about what they were expecting me to understand, and we had this great opportunity. I love it when people from hometown come up and see us up in Sacramento. It refreshes me and it energizes me. And one young man, as the rest of them filled up my whole room, they left. And one young man, a little bit shy, stood in the back of the corner just a little bit, and sort of was looking around my office. And I have a lot of pictures of my family on the walls. And he came up to me and he said, "Are you Mr. Patterson's father?" Oh. I said, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah." He said, "He saved my life." Oh my God. He saved my life.